What's up, nerd and nerdettes? It's time for a Superpower Shorty. This superpower is a splinter off the branch of air manipulation and a variation of elemental constructs. So sit down and get set for air weaponry. With the power of gusts, tornadoes, and whirlwinds at your command, the ability to create storms out of sand or blow people out the door with a wave of your improvised fan, which turns out to be your hand, users of this ability can create or wield weaponry with power over air. This grants the user a wide variety of wind-based abilities, but this ability is not limited to mystic weapons, but also technologically advanced weapons if capable of crafting such types exist for, the user. And then the power of these weapons depends on what they were created for and what level of wind-based ability they were intended to possess, or what they're going to be used for. This ability is fairly common and portrayed in popular culture because of the various properties that this power naturally possesses. And because of that, it's very common to see this ability fused into a weapon or whatever's used as a weapon, aka your hands or your body. And if you don't see that, you'll at least see the theme of this power being used. Now, what do I mean by theme? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. What are the main things that air is known for? Cliff Notes version, just to keep this video moving: invisibility, malleability, flexibility, and freedom. If we think about the various cultures of eras long gone and past that have developed entire philosophies around this element, they came to conclusions about the world, at least to them, about how one should portray or carry themselves in the world based on this very element. From there, it expanded into martial arts that have a focus on flexibility and hidden movements, all the way to fictional sword or blade wielders who have such a mastery over their swordplay that they can stir up whirlwinds or create void-based attacks, with the end result allowing them to slice objects from a distance and through anything through air pressure alone, aka razor wind attacks, which if you think about it is pretty dang cool. And I got something else that's just as cool, if not better. That's right, a request for you free-spirited nerds and nerdettes to hit that like and subscribe button. I know you guys don't like flying out an open window before you get the chance. So if you want to know any more about this power, then check out my video on air manipulation. You'll get to hear an analysis about what the concept really means and its importance in world and popular culture. The link is in the description. But I have even more news. Not only can you guys expect consistent weekly uploads on this channel without fail, but I've also figured out how to brand myself a little better in order to benefit you guys, leading me to create an Instagram, Twitter, and a Patreon account where you can watch power analysis, superpowered shorties, shorts, and additional but originally animated content about some of the most popular powers in existence way before it's released on YouTube. So for those of you that have a hankering for new powers but don't want to wait in line on YouTube, then this right here will be your fix. YouTube's still a great platform to connect with you guys, but the copyright rigmarole makes it a little difficult to fully explain power analysis the way I want to, without going back and editing the script and cutting content. I've had to cut a lot of stuff out of previous videos because of that reason. But I really get it. The creator can do whatever they want with their creations. I'm a little hypocritical when it comes to fair use, so I don't really have any complaints. So what this basically means is if you come across a weirdly edited video here and there, which I will try to avoid, don't worry about it. You can find the OG version on Patreon. Plus, the support allows me to knock out videos way faster and get to the more complicated powers you guys want me to cover. I don't have a problem doing them, it just takes a lot of time. So, if you guys want to support, then the links are in the description. I'm really excited for these next series of videos. They're gonna slap. Like, really. You guys will definitely like them. And last, but certainly not least, a gift for those who've supported me and will continue to support me on YouTube. My Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages will have a monthly calendar schedule-like thing. I'll definitely let you know what superpower I'll be covering next and on the days that they're gonna drop for that month. That way we'll both benefit. So stay tuned. Now, with the power to wield air weapons comes the natural ability to create, shape, generate, or control air-based weaponry. And so I don't forget, let's add air or wind generation and air or wind manipulation to that as well. Ain't that good of an aerosol weapon if you can't control or generate air. You can then infuse the wind you created or control and merge it with existing weaponry via air infusion. Once you learn to channel it, preferably on a flat or sharpened weapon, take your pick, you would be able to attack others, cutting, slicing, or fanning to your heart's content through a 1-2 combo of slicing, or fanning first and then having air pressure or a vacuum-like effect finish up the rest of the work with razor wind generation. This part's just a little headcanon, but the previous abilities apply to weapons that existed previous to the wind, not as a direct cause of it. If you want a more fantastical version of air weaponry, or I guess less fantastical depending on how you look at it, then in addition to the previous, you can take this ability a step beyond and create wind-based weaponry through the exclusive medium of air via aerokinetic constructs. And taking that ability, you can specialize in long-range attacks via air artillery. If we were to work our way up from that near endless list while still being a form of concise, air bow construction allows you to create bows and arrows from solidified or air molecules. Air bomb generation lets the user create and launch explosive constructs of air or use massively compressed air pressure to create a shockwave. Either one, still dangerous. From there, we get into the melee class, those who like the physical exertion of wielding the air-based weaponry they normally tend to create. With aerokinetic whip generation, the user can solidify streams of air and turn them into tendril-based weaponry. Aerokinetic pole arm construction allows you to create various two-handed based weaponry such as glaives, pole axes, fans, spears, scythes, etc. out of gust or air with the power over gust or air. But for those of you who feel more confident than the previous users, then aerokinetic blade construction is waiting on you. But since we are talking about bladed or piercing weapons, why not add the ability to use the solidified, sharpened, or compressed wind generated to slice through objects, completely severing them at a molecular level via air cutting. And there you have it, air weaponry in a nutshell. I think I said all I can about this power, so check out his parent superpower if you want more inspiration on how to use this ability. Other than that, this power has your standard weaknesses, so enjoy the breeze.